Hello, welcome to Spanish Lessons with Dr. Alan Davison. The videos in this series are designed to be used with the Blurzo el Burro graded Spanish reader. The reader is available at Amazon.com or through my website at blurzo.com. Have fun. Today we will look at possessive adjectives. The readings in the Blurzo book that go with that are on pages 9 through 11. Okay, possessive adjectives. I'll abbreviate it here. Possessive adjectives in English are my, your, his, her, our, well actually we have its here as well, our, your or y'all's for the you plural, and their. Okay, my book, your book, his book, her book, its book, our book, your book, their book. The corresponding forms in Spanish are mi, tu, su, nuestro, vuestro, su. Okay, let's erase the English forms here and just work with our Spanish forms. I'll make them a little smaller because I'm going to be doing a little writing on the sides here. Okay, so these are the adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns. Let's take a noun. Mi libro. Okay, in English that would be my book. Your book, you familiar? Tu libro. Su libro could mean what? His book, her book, its book, any of those three. Our book would be nuestro libro. It's an I and a B there. Vuestro. Let's get this legible here. How about libro is what we want here. Okay, vuestro libro, su libro. Vuestro libro then is y'all's book. Su libro, their book. Okay? Adjectives agree with the noun they describe. If the noun is plural, the adjectives must be plural. So we would get, if there were more than one book, libros, we would have mis libros, tus libros, sus libros, nuestros libros, vuestros libros, sus libros. So try it again. Mis libros means my books. Tus libros, your books. Sus libros, his books, her books. Its books, or ustedes books, the books of usted. Nuestros libros, our books. Vuestros libros, your books, you plural, y'all's books. Sus libros, their books, or your plural books. Again, for the ustedes form. Okay. Okay. What if the noun were a feminine noun? Okay. For example, whatever, mesa, table. Mi mesa, tu mesa, su mesa, no problem there. What about nuestro, adjective ending in O? Mesa is a feminine noun, so we'd end up with nuestra mesa. Vuestro, y'all's table. Mesa, ending in A, so that would have to change to an A. And su mesa, their table. Mi mesa, my table, your table. His, her, its table, or ustedes' table. Our table, y'all's table. And their table, or the table of ustedes. Okay, as we can see, there's potential confusion here in the third person forms, right? Because su mesa could mean what? His table, her table, its table, or your table for usted. So the way we clarify is we say la mesa de, if it's his table, we say de él. La mesa de ella. La mesa de usted. Or if it's a proper name, la mesa de Juan. Okay? The only way to say Juan's table in Spanish is la mesa de Juan. There is no apostrophe s for possession in Spanish. Okay? So we must render it by inverting it and saying the table of Juan or of John. Okay? Over here, su again over here, possible confusion in the plural form. So this would be la mesa de ellos, or la mesa de ellas, or la mesa de ustedes. Or if it were it belonged to two people, la mesa de Juan y María. The only way to say Juan and Maria's table would be la mesa de Juan y María. Of course, after this has been expressed and you know who the su is referring to, or whose table it is, then you could use su. For example, la mesa de él es whatever, grande, is big. Then as you continue to talk about the table, you could say su mesa now, because you know the su is referring to of him. Su mesa is whatever, expensiva. Let's say you're buying it at a shop or something, an art show. La mesa de él es grande. Su mesa es expensiva. Now you know the su is referring to his table. Or for John's table, la mesa de Juan es grande. And then again, you move to su mesa es expensiva. Of course, expensivo, expensiva is describing the noun mesa, so it would change to the feminine. Okay, that's pretty much it for possessive adjectives. Of course, these ones we have up here that are feminine could also be plural. Mi mesa, mis mesas, tus mesas, sus mesas, vuestras mesas, vuestras mesas, sus mesas. The clarification then would become las mesas de él, las mesas de ella, or las mesas de ellos, las mesas de ellas, etc. Okay, there you have it, possessive adjectives. And one final point if we're using these possessive adjectives with the nouns in a sentence, if it were, for example, mi libro, and then we want to say is good, es bueno, okay? We'd use the third person singular form of the verb. We wouldn't use soy. Some students like to put soy in there because I think mi libro is kind of like I. But no, mi libro, libro is the subject, so we need the third person singular. Mi libro es bueno. Plural. Mis libros, what would it be? Son buenos. Or whatever else you're talking about. Let's say we're talking about clases. Clase is feminine. So you'd have mi clase es buena. Mis clases son buenas. Sus clases, his classes, son difíciles. Whatever the case may be. Okay, there you go.